It was very quiet that morning. It was just like any other day. It was hot and humid in Hawaii. You're walking down the street, and then you hear the roaring engines above. It's the A6 M2 model Mitsubishi Japanese fighter planes. They call Zeros for short, and they kind of creep in like rolling thunder, and then realize the Japanese were attacking December 7, 1941. And it was a day that would change many lives forever, especially my grandmother and everyone in the nation. And to quote President Roosevelt, it's a day that lives in infamy, and especially in a lot of minds forever. And I'm here just to pay tribute to Thelma Janice Kan. And I want to show everyone, or tell her characteristics of how much grit and determination she has. And just a little tidbit on Thelma. She grew up in Hawaii. She was born in 1933. She was about 9 years old. She grew up in a town called Kahuku, which is a small sugarcane town. Actually, a train would come up from Manoa, which is Honolulu, all the way through the coast to transport sugarcane in the 1940s. And yeah, it's a small country town. And I want to share her grit. And one of her stories about grit, and after the following days in December 7, 1941, she had to go to school. And it would be completely different. So when the alarms ring, there'll be buzzers. The kids will often come out and they have to dig into the soil. They got to dig six feet ditches. And that shows how much grit and toughness. She's just a tough country girl. And I remember her quoting, "Man, it feels like your teacher's timing you, and if you don't dig fast enough, you're a goner. It might be an incoming attack or something. Something happening." And she's like, "Man, I hated it. I would have to jump in this ditch. There might be bugs and worms. Who knows what's in there, right? Skeletons or something." So it was a scary time, and it just shows how much grit she has. And also talking about her determination. I remember she always tell me, don't ever use the words "I don't know." It was one of her big things. It's like, "Josh, did you ever do the dishes? I don't know. Did you ever do your homework? I don't know." I feel like if I say "I don't know" the third time, she'll bust out the whooping stick and start beating me with it or something. But she probably didn't do that. She was a tough girl. Talking about her determination, she was the second oldest in a family of 6. The boys outnumbered the girls. It was 6 boys to 2 girls. And they had to fight for everything. That kind of made her toughen up. And she talked about Leong's General Store, which is our grandfather's store. And there was only 2 stores in the whole city. And back then, there was a gas station too, so she had to pump gas, kind of old school style, a big silo, and she just had to pump it. And all day long, it just seems like, that's how grandma is tenacious, and how she's a role model, and she's basically has grit and determination, and she's basically kind of like the matriarch glue that kind of keeps the family sticking together. I wanted to pay tribute to Grandma Janice Kan, how much grit and determination. I want to talk about her town, Kahuku, and a little bit of Pearl Harbor. And just remember, if you think about grandmother, think about a quote maybe or something that helped you toughen up. And her own little style, she's a little tough, rough around the edges. But I want to leave with a final thought of, just think of grandmothers of giving you advice, and you want to take care of them, and you want to help them out as much as possible. And she's much like the cool crashing waves of Hawaii. Mahalo.